Every night, in a kitchen near you, a group of people accept a deal almost nobody else would take. 12-hour shifts, standing the entire time, next to open flame and boiling liquid, for less than what a warehouse job pays down the street. The National Restaurant Association counts over 15.6 million people in this workforce right now. The average one of them will quit within 18 months. Annual turnover in this industry runs close to 80%, meaning most kitchens replace almost their entire staff every single year. And yet, somewhere at the very top of this same industry, a person who started exactly the same way, scrubbing pans for minimum wage, is now running a restaurant group worth tens of millions of dollars, with their name on the door and a TV camera pointed at their face. This is every level of a chef's career, the real titles, the real pay, and the real reason most people don't make it past level 3. Before the levels, the numbers. The American restaurant industry moves more than $1 trillion a year. It employs more first-time workers than any other sector in the country. More than half of all US adults held their very first job inside a restaurant. But it runs on a hierarchy most customers never think about. It's called the brigade system, a rank structure invented in 19th century France by Auguste Escoffier, and it still governs almost every professional kitchen on earth. Every station, every title, every chain of command you're about to see traces back to it. Wages have moved fast in the last few years. Line cook pay alone jumped from around $14 an hour to nearly $19 between 2021 and 2024, as restaurants scrambled to hold on to staff during the worst labor shortage the industry has ever tracked. And still, turnover barely moved. There are 7 distinct levels between the dish pit and running a culinary empire. Almost nobody makes it through all 7. Let's walk every one of them. Level 1, Dishwasher the pit. $12 to $16 per hour, times no experience required times day 1. This is where almost everyone begins, including chefs who now run 8-figure restaurant groups. The official title is steward, or dishwasher. What it actually means is, you are the lowest rank in the brigade, and you will handle everything the people above you don't have time to handle themselves. Dishes, trash, mopping, and running food and supplies wherever they are needed. It sounds like the least important job in the building. It isn't. A kitchen with a slow, disorganized dish pit backs up in minutes. Cooks run out of clean pans mid-service, and the entire line grinds to a halt. Veteran chefs will tell you the dish pit is the heartbeat of the kitchen. Nobody notices it until it stops. The thing insiders know immediately. Chefs don't watch the dish pit to see if you can wash fast. They watch to see if you can survive a slammed Friday night without complaining, without slowing down, and without needing to be told twice. That's the entire interview for the next level. Hidden cost of this level: no such thing as a slow shift. You eat last if you eat at all, and you leave after everyone else clocks out. This is also the point where most people in the industry disappear. Most dishwashers don't make it past 90 days. Level 2, Prep Cook Mise en Place. $14 to $18 per hour times year 0 to 1. The formal title, in a fine dining kitchen, is commis. Everywhere else, it's simply prep cook. Either way, this is the job that builds everything the line runs on. Prep is short for mise en place, French for everything in its place. Before a single ticket prints tonight, someone has to butcher the proteins, build the sauces, portion the garnish, and stage every station so the line cooks can move at full speed once doors open. This is also where knife skills actually get built, not from a YouTube tutorial, but from doing the same cut hundreds of times a week until your hands stop thinking about it. Chefs can spot a properly trained knife hand in about 4 seconds. The thing insiders know immediately: getting called up to a line station almost never happens through a formal review. It happens because someone quit or got fired mid-shift, and the chef looks around the kitchen and asks who's ready. The prep cooks who've been quietly over-preparing, learning stations they weren't assigned, are the ones who get the nod. Hidden cost of this level: this is where the repetitive motion injuries start: wrists, lower back, feet. Cooking professionally is much closer to manual labor than most people realize, and almost nobody warns you about it going in. Level 3, Line Cook in the Weeds. $16 to $22 per hour, $33,000 to $46,000 per year. This is the job every kitchen drama on television is actually about. The title changes by station. Garde Manger runs cold apps, Saucier runs sauces, Grilladin runs the grill, Poissonnier runs fish, but the job is the same everywhere. Run your station, alone, through a full dinner rush, without a single plate coming back. Every line cook in America knows the phrase "in the weeds." The moment tickets are stacking up faster than you can physically fire them, and the only way out is through. It's the defining experience of this job, and it happens to everyone eventually, no matter how good you are. The thing insiders know immediately: Promotion here isn't about talent, it's about consistency. Surviving one great Saturday night proves nothing. Surviving 20 of them, back to back, without a single ticket returning from the pass, is what gets you noticed. Hidden cost of this level. This is where most people in the industry quit for good. The hours are brutal, nights, weekends, every holiday, and for a huge share of line cooks, the pay still doesn't justify what the job takes out of them. Divorce rates and burnout in this role are some of the worst of any profession in the country. Level 4, Sous Chef second in command. $42,000 to $69,000 per year, average $56K, roughly a 45 to 47% jump from line cook. The single biggest pay increase in the entire ladder. Sous Chef literally translates to under chef, second in command, and the first rank in the brigade where the job stops being about your own hands. The Sous Chef runs the kitchen day to day, scheduling, ordering, food cost, training every new line cook that comes through the door, and expediting the pass during service so the chef doesn't have to. It's a completely different skill set than cooking, which is exactly why some of the best line cooks in a building make terrible sous chefs. They never learn to manage people instead of just pans. The thing insiders know immediately, there's an unofficial milestone every sous chef has to hit before anyone considers them for the next rank, running the entire kitchen alone on a slow night without calling the executive chef for anything. Nobody writes that down anywhere. Everybody in the industry knows it's true. Hidden cost of this level. You're salaried now, which in most kitchens quietly means unpaid overtime. 60-hour weeks are normal. You're also the buffer between the executive chef's temper and the line. When something goes wrong during service, you take the heat first, every time. Level 5, Head Chef, Chef de Cuisine. $62,000 to $91,000 per year. Chef de Cuisine is the literal top of the kitchen at most restaurants, though at hotels and multi-outlet properties, they may still answer to an executive chef somewhere above them. The job now is menu development, hiring and firing, plating standards, and full responsibility for the kitchen's profit and loss. Somewhere around this level, most chefs stop cooking most of the day and start living inside food cost percentages and labor cost percentages instead. The thing insiders know immediately, talent alone doesn't keep you here. The chefs who don't understand the financial side of the job, the actual numbers behind every plate, get replaced fast, no matter how good the food is. Hidden cost of this level. You're now the person deciding whose hours get cut in a bad month. The job that used to be about cooking is now, in large part, about other people's paychecks. Level 6, Executive Chef. $75,000 to $118,000 per year, top 10% clear $118,000 plus. Multi-property executives can exceed $150,000. Executive chef oversees the entire operation, sometimes multiple locations at once. Concept development, vendor contracts, budgets, and enforcing brand standards across every plate that leaves every kitchen under their name, whether they are standing there or not. Most executive chefs rarely cook a full service anymore. The real job has quietly become protecting consistency at scale, making sure the dish tastes the same whether the chef is in the building or 3 states away. The thing insiders know immediately, promotions stop being internal at this level. They come from industry reputation, award nominations, media coverage, investors who want a known name backing their concept. Hidden cost of this level. The average path here takes 10 to 15 plus years. Most people who reach it have already given up the thing that made them fall in love with the job in the first place, actually cooking. Level 7, Celebrity Chef. Restaurant group owner pay varies enormously, from a salaried $150,000 plus up to multi-million-dollar equity across a restaurant group, book deals, TV contracts, and licensing at the top of the ladder. The job barely involves cooking at all anymore. It's restaurants, cookbooks, television, product lines, an entire brand built around a name. The actual food is now made almost entirely by the executive chefs and sous chefs. This person once was. Less than 1% of everyone who ever picks up a dish rag or a paring knife in this industry reaches this level. And the chefs who do get here usually aren't the most talented cooks left standing. They're the ones who learn to build a brand around the talent they used to have. The one hidden cost nobody warns you about. By the time you've made it, you've usually stopped doing the exact thing that made anyone care about you in the first place. Several of the most famous chefs in the world have said, on the record, that they miss the line more than they'll ever miss the money. From $13 an hour in the dish pit to a name on a restaurant empire, every single level in between is somebody's entire career, and most people never make it past level 3. A few make it to sous. Almost nobody reaches the top. Which level are you standing in right now? Tell us below, and if you want to see every level of a career next, drop it in the comments.